What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand this afternoon. We got a little bit of an extra for you on your March 5th, 2022. Guys, Tony Khan has purchased one of the, if not the largest independent wrestling promotion in North America. Guys, he bought Ring of Honor. He made the announcement on Wednesday night that he had purchased Ring of Honor, and we got news coming out of all of that. We will be talking about how the deal got done. We will be talking about what it took for Tony Khan to actually get this deal to actually go through. And we will be discussing maybe a possible TV deal. Who knows? But we got a lot to talk about here on OTB tonight for when it comes to Tony Khan and Ring of Honor. What it could lead to, we don't know, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have no idea what TK has going on for us and what he has in store over the next couple of months heading into the spring and summer, but it's going to be something, and it's going to be fun to witness for sure. But before we get right into today's episode of Outside the Brand, I want you guys to follow us on all our social medias. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhillyMatt_. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well, as we want to get this stream to 10 likes possible minimum for today's OTB Extra. Now, we were planning on doing AEW Revolution predictions tonight at around 7 o'clock. But as I've just been having an off day, pretty much all day today, I forgot that my friend invited me to an independent wrestling show tonight at 7. So we're not going to be doing the OTB predictions tonight, but we will be doing we're going to be doing the Revolution predictions tomorrow. I feel like at around 2 o'clock, 2:30 could probably be okay for everybody, but it just depends on availability. And we will get those predictions out to you guys tomorrow before the pay-per-view does indeed start. I want you guys to go get your t-shirts. Nate, this is your favorite part of the intro. Bonfire.com.
Yeah, I gotta do it full off. Get your merch.
Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. You guys can go get your t-shirts, hoodies. You got coffee mugs for your coffee lovers out there. And to protect yourself in this crazy, crazy world, we got face masks on there as well. So you guys can go get all of that. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. I want you guys to continue to support the channel in any way that you possibly can. So by either clicking like on the video, watching the video obviously helps, but merch or anything of that nature, just even following us on TikTok or other social medias, that is also a major help. So thank you guys so much for doing that. We love and appreciate all of you. We wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you once again. Now, guys, let's get right into the show. We got a ton to talk about, guys. Just from your first initial thoughts, when you saw that everything was going to be transpiring between Tony Khan and Ring of Honor, and pretty much this big announcement that TK had for us on Wednesday night, did you even expect it to be something this monumental?
Not really. The good thing about it is that now AEW don't have to keep signing people now, especially from like Ring of Honor and other independent wrestling companies, because pretty much Ring of Honor works with dang near everybody.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that they work with TNA. They got a big Impact. They got a big show coming up on April 1st with Impact.
We're trying to figure out if that's actually still going to be a thing. So
Yeah.
we'll find that out.
They still have they work with New Japan, MLW, I believe, or so. Yeah, that's really, really good because we get to have crossovers with AEW, Ring of Honor, other independent shows now. So that's really, really dope. I'm happy that Tony Khan ended up buying Ring of Honor. So we get to see a whole bunch of dream matches now.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
I'm just ready to see the Briscoes. That's it.
And maybe that's the thing. That's another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up because we were all expecting the Briscoes to come to AEW a lot sooner, but maybe Tony just said, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna hold off on this. Maybe this was already in the works." And they're like, "Hey, you know, let's hold off on this. And once everything is all set in stone and we actually have this ready to go, then you guys can come on in. Then you guys can actually be a part of the Ring of Honor crew that is going, the Ring of Honor crew, excuse me, to come on in. And I wouldn't call it an invasion, but we can see something of that nature to where Ring of Honor talent just comes over onto AEW and we're just going to be marking out like crazy because they got some really good talent over there. So it's going to be really fun to see. 1C, I'm glad you're here tonight. When you saw all of this happening, first initial thoughts?
I ain't gonna lie, I was mind blown. Like, just to hear Ring of Honor being purchased kind of reminds me of like a whole throwback to the whole Wednesday night or Monday Night War bullshit.
Yep.
But it's crazy because this is huge for the wrestling community just in general.
100%.
And
Yes.
so, I mean, I was obviously, as Nate mentioned, the Briscoes. That's the number one thing that's got me pumped the most about this. All these matches.
They keep making videos on FTR, guys. They keep making videos. It's going to happen.
I need to see this match. Like the Briscoes versus FTR. Once Hardy arrives to AEW, I need to see the Briscoes versus the Hardy Boys on AEW. I need to see fucking the Briscoes versus any other tag team
damn
out
near
there.
anybody on that tag team division
Like
is going to be
Briscoes
stacked.
versus like the House of Black. Like that just gives me chills just thinking about it right now.
100%, yeah.
So
yeah.
I personally think that's the biggest pickup for AEW when it comes to purchasing Ring of Honor is that you get the Briscoes with them. And honestly, like a part of me felt like the announcement that Tony made was going to be this just because of the rumors that had came out just a few days before.
Yeah, there were rumors heading about this thinking that it was going to be Ring of Honor. But I honestly didn't believe it because I was like, how would that even be possible? But it is.
It is. And it's crazy too because then you get to see people from Ring of Honor that come in and maybe they can use Jay Lethal a little bit more. And maybe Jay Lethal can now go against, former people that he fought in Ring of Honor and we have that in AEW. It's just it's crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, hell, there have been so many talent that are a part of AEW that came through the Ring of Honor brand. Hell, I mean, you can literally look at any wrestling promotion that is in North America, and like CM Punk said when he was when they were doing their video packages of former Ring of Honor superstars that was on their that was at like the actual last show for Ring of Honor for as what we know it as. Anywhere you look, Ring of Honor is just present in the world of professional wrestling. So it's a very big deal. I think not a lot of people know how much of a big deal this is. Like this honestly could be going down as one of the biggest things in the world of professional wrestling, and it should be treated as such.
Absolutely. And I do want to mention real quick, like to me, I thought Ring of Honor was kind of like going down the hill. Like there were still superstars in there that, were trying to fight to keep it, as hype as it once used to be, such
Right.
as like the 2014, 15 era, when Bullet Club was there at the time and all that kind of shit. And now that AEW bought Ring of Honor, I mean, it brings it back to life. It really does. And we already got a glimpse of what it would look like on the first night when we obviously had Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Daniels,
The
and
first ever main event of the first show. Yeah.
that match was solid.
Fantastic. So, guys, we're going to be talking about everything that happened with the Tony Khan Ring of Honor situation. I actually have Tony Khan's press release about the announcement of agreement to acquire Ring of Honor right here on my screen. I'm going to be reading it all out to you guys, and we're going to see what all of this kind of transpires to. So Tony Khan announced his agreement to acquire Ring of Honor, video library, brand assets, intellectual property from independent professional wrestling's most prestigious promotion, purchased under new partnership with Tony Khan. As of March 2nd, 2022, moments ago on AEW Dynamite, live on TBS, obviously this was on March 2nd, so you guys know, it was announced that Tony Khan had agreed to acquire the assets of Ring of Honor Wrestling Entertainment, LLC, from Sinclair Broadcasting Group, including the promotion's extensive video library dating all the way back to 2002, brand assets, intellectual property, production equipment, and more. Known widely as the independent promotion that has birthed some of the wrestling's biggest stars today, including AEW CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, and highlighted dozens of members of the AEW roster, Ring of Honor's purchase signifies a new chapter in the future of professional wrestling as AEW's meteoric rise continues to draw the youngest skewing wrestling audience on television. Quote, Ring of Honor's influence on modern professional wrestling is etched permanently in the history books, and this acquisition ensures that its legacy will be kept alive and treated with the utmost respect, end quote, said Tony Khan, CEO of AEW, Chief Football Strategy Officer of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and GM/Sporting Director of Fulham FC. Another quote was said that this deal adds thousands of hours of content to our rapidly growing library and creates new opportunities to expand our footprint on the national and global scale, while having a potential to produce new content under the Ring of Honor banner. I will immediately begin to explore opportunities to make Ring of Honor's video library available to fans who will have the opportunity to witness the beginnings of the careers of so many of AEW's biggest stars, end quote. So that's good. That's really good. If Tony Khan is already trying to work a way to try to get the video library of Ring of Honor to us all the way back from 2002, that's going to be fantastic. More than 40 members of the AEW roster have appeared on Ring of Honor during their careers. The promotion launched the careers of numerous superstars, including CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Hangman Adam Page, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and the Bay that's actually going to be going up against Hangman at Revolution, Adam Cole. Additional members of the AEW roster who have made their mark in Ring of Honor include the likes of Brody Lee, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Red Dragon and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Best Friends and Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, Jay Lethal, Christopher Daniels, Matt Sydal, Mercedes Martinez, Serena Deeb, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, Keith Lee, Eddie Kingston, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, QT Marshall, Danhausen, of course, Danhausen, Lance Archer, Griff Garrison, Thunder Rosa, Wheeler Yuta, Luchasaurus, Orange Cassidy, Ethan Page, Austin Gunn, Pac, Kip Sabian, John Moxley, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, Jerry Lynn, BJ Whitmer, and Sanjay Dutt. I am sorry, guys. That was just a long list. Another quote was said that Ring of Honor has produced some of the best wrestling professional wrestlers over the past 20 years, but more importantly, it created a family. I will be forever grateful to everyone in Ring of Honor family who has worked tirelessly for the past 2 decades to take Ring of Honor to the level previously unimagined, said Joe Koff, Chief Operating Officer of Ring of Honor. Quote, Tony has the utmost appreciation and respect for Ring of Honor, and I'm truly excited to see what he continues to do for the legacy, end quote. This acquisition will be completed through the entity that is whole owned by Tony Khan. Further details about the extension of the acquisition will be announced in the coming weeks. So, guys, that's a lot to take in. And I'm sorry, but all of that really did have to be said because they honestly are really trying to do this with the utmost respect for Ring of Honor. Having the actual library available to us at some point in the near future, dating all the way back from 2002 when the brand started, that is insane. And I'm going to love every second of that. Now, how that's actually going to happen, whether we get like an actual streaming service, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out as AEW tries to. But man, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's going to be lit because man, it's such a struggle out here to like try and find Ring of Honor matches on YouTube, which they have some of the full matches on YouTube because I went back and watched some of Adam Cole's old matches on Ring of Honor just because, you know, Adam Cole, baby, that's my guy. But this is going to be amazing. Like, you know, get to see some of your favorite superstars, how they were before they became superstars in Ring of Honor, and you get to see some great matches on top of that too. So I'm hyped for that. I can't wait.
Technically, if you think about it, it's like AEW has a lot of superstars that had their career start in Ring of Honor, and so I mean, technically, if you think about it, it's kind of like the old school versus new generation of Ring of Honor now in AEW, and that's something that maybe not a lot of people are hyped up for quite yet, but it's definitely something that people will get hyped over as we go down the road.
Right. Now, AEW was not the only competitor to be in line for the extensive video library of Ring of Honor. WWE was also in contact with Ring of Honor to try to get this. Now, they also had interest of the company's vast tape library. This is according to Ringside News. Several major WWE superstars like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and more all spent significant time in the promotion. We all know Kevin Owens as Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn, El Generico. I mean, that Ring of Honor rivalry alone is probably going to be the first thing I go back to watching when the video library does come out to us. But WWE was also involved in this. WWE has licensed Ring of Honor footage on several occasions in the past, and we've obviously seen that in some documentaries about certain superstars and stuff like that. But according to Dave Meltzer, on the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, both WWE and AEW had a chance to buy Ring of Honor. Tony Khan made the better offer, of course, and now the promotion is officially his and is a part of AEW. But the future, even though it may look uncertain, but we did know that WWE they'll have no say in the company's direction going forward because they just kind of lost the bidding war. They lost the bidding war for Ring of Honor, and now it's under Tony Khan. So WWE was also contacted. Sorry, WWE. Looks like Tony just had a little bit more.
Yeah.
In the words of Tony Khan, Shane's not here.
Shane's
There's no
not
Shane.
Here.
It's
Shane's
me.
not here.
See. Now here's the thing. That was a little bit of a subtle. Hint of. Well, there were some reports that Tony Khan and Shane McMahon were kind of in talks, but that was actually never proven. Also, that was also kind of like a little callback to when Shane bought WCW. So it was all that kind of ideal. But at the end of the day, Ring of Honor is solely Tony Khan's, and WWE just lost the bidding war of 2022, not 2024. That'll happen soon with MJF, but nah. Ring of Honor is solely AEW. It's all elite.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, man. I'm just happy with what's going on as far as like not only just AEW and Ring of Honor, but just like independent wrestling so far. Like I want to get more into independent wrestling, as you know, Phil. Like me and you, we watch GCW pay-per-views from time to time. I watch DPW, MLW from time to time. And now we got the purchase of Ring of Honor, so we're probably going to see way more independent wrestling than what we've seen in the past, and it's fantastic. So
it's been on the rise for however many years it's been now. Like, I've always loved independent wrestling, but ever since it really got on the rise, it's almost like the thing now. Instead of like obviously these big promotions are never gonna go anywhere, but independent wrestling is almost kind of like what's in right now. Like it's kind of like the big new trend or whatever the heck. So it's big, and I love it.
Yeah, independent wrestling is definitely one of those things where it is being more noticed day by day.
Yeah.
Now it kind of seems like one of those things where it seems like one of those things where it doesn't matter what company you're in, there's always people that will show up there and support you or watch it through YouTube or a televised channel or anything like that, and they're just there to support you. It's like you don't have to be big or be on a big promotion just to get your name out there.
Right.
And the thing that I like with Tony Khan is that he doesn't have to sign somebody just for them to get a big name. He has people that are on the roster that tells them, "Hey, I saw this guy perform the other night. You should check him out. If you like him, then go ahead, hand him a contract." Like we've seen that happen in multiple companies in the independent scenes. And I don't remember what the independent company was, but I saw a video where Darby Allin had came to it and he offered this guy a contract because Tony Khan saw a lot of interest in him.
Yeah, I saw that too. Unfortunately, the guy was still in high school at the time, so he couldn't, sign the contract right there.
Right.
So, but that was like a fantastic moment right there too.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you're in high school and then you get a contract from one of the biggest wrestling companies right now in America. Like, it's crazy.
And the thing is, guys, with everything going on right now, Tony Khan is legitimately setting this up for a ton of money. Like, there's probably going to be a ton of money racking in just by this deal alone, even if it took a pretty penny in order to do it. Now, this is according to Ringside News as well. Tony Khan is the new owner of Ring of Honor. The purchase brings a huge video library and a well-known brand under the All Elite Wrestling umbrella. Nobody is quite sure what will happen next. Many didn't even realize Ring of Honor was for sale. But Tony Khan had been talking about a big business deal over the last few weeks. The AEW president noted that he felt confident that the deal would get done. Khan eventually said that he would announce last night's AEW Dynamite news that night on Wednesday. The announcement was about Khan's acquisition for Ring of Honor. Details of the plans for the promotion and what Khan will do are very sparse at this point in time, but we do know that Khan has promotion. On the latest Ring of Honor and on the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer pointed out that Khan was pretty sure that the deal was going to be happening 2 Fridays ago. So this was already going to happen like 2 weeks. He already had this planned out, and the deal was pretty much done 2 weeks ago. It just goes on into a very big quote by Dave Meltzer, but pretty much what he was all insinuating was 2 weeks ago, it was pretty much a done deal. They kind of just had to, get the inner workings all figured out. There were plenty of potential biddings for Ring of Honor. WWE, as we all know from the previous report, had interest, but Tony Khan was the one to purchase Ring of Honor at the end of the day, and fans will now have to wait and see what is in store for the future of Ring of Honor. It's big. It's just big. We don't know really what's going to be in the future, but the future's just bright, and that's all we can really care about. Now, how much did it take for Tony to buy Ring of Honor? I want you guys to just shoot out a number out there. Just shoot it out. Just shoot it out there, because I got the number right here. It's a pretty penny. It's a pretty penny, so think high.
I say $5 billion. No, wait. Yeah,
think of like football contracts. Let's go there. Think of football contracts. It's not in the billions.
So it's in the millions. It's in the millions then. Oh,
yes.
Okay. Right.
Think of football contracts.
So the highest player in football will probably get maybe like.
Well, that's Patrick Mahomes, who's at like 500 million something.
Yeah, like half a $1 billion contract for 2 years.
Right. That's gonna fucking suck if something else happens for him. But yeah, you're pretty much going around there, Nate, around like $500 million.
Probably, yeah, like half a bill, probably 575 million, somewhere around there.
I'm thinking less than that. I'm thinking more like somewhere around like 366 million.
I was thinking around like 2 something at first, but I was like, nah, it probably got to be more than that, maybe.
You guys are both wrong. You guys are way too high, honestly. The 39-year-old CEO of AEW said Ring of Honor was brought to life 17 years before AEW and became the standard bearer for professional wrestling. The two promotions had similar goals, and that he's the new owner of Ring of Honor. Cassidy Haynes of BodySlam.net reports that very few people knew about Khan's announcement pertaining to the Ring of Honor deal, and one source claimed that it was between $30 to $40 million in that range.
That's like $5 to Tony Khan. That's nothing.
I was trying to get you guys into like a football mode, but man, you guys are just shooting way too high. This was a quote. Not much was known about the specific details regarding Tony Khan's purchase of Ring of Honor. However, one source had stated to me that, and this is Cassidy Haynes talking, that they heard that it was in the $30 to $40 million range, but I was unable to confirm the information with any other source that was either with AEW or Ring of Honor. Now, as of this report, it actually did come out to like the actual number that happened. It turned out to be $44 million that Tony Khan did purchase Ring of Honor for. So there was that. This was another quote by her when asking around about the sale of Ring of Honor and plans for the company going forward. Source confirmed to me that internal plans call for AEW to utilize Ring of Honor as a developmental territory as of sorts. Additionally, it was said that the main roster, in quotes, AEW talent will be dipping into the Ring of Honor brand on occasion. Now, to me, that's honestly kind of the perfect scenario to do it as like a developmental kind of thing, because you can easily take 30 to 40% of this roster that honestly gets on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation that like really don't see that much television time, put them on Ring of Honor along with the many other Ring of Honor talent, and they can learn their stuff so that they can get called up to Dynamite, and they'll be ready to go. Like for knowing where the hard camera is, how to do the promos, or anything of that nature. I think doing it as a developmental type brand in a way, it could work. Because we got a lot of people right now, and 30 to 40% of the roster, it won't honestly hurt it all that much. Especially with the people that we see every week.
Right. And especially if Ring of Honor, if AEW is still going to continue to sign talent, then yeah, you got to find somewhere to put that extra talent that don't see any TV time. Like they're trying to do that with Rampage, which is kind of working, but then again, it's kind of not. And then like not a lot of people watch AEW Dark because it's on YouTube and stuff. I think that having Ring of Honor as like a developmental type thing, kind of like how WWE has NXT, is like a real good deal. Like you said, Phil, help them work on their ring skills a little bit more, promos, just help them become a better character. And then once they're ready, they can move up to the AEW roster. So I think that would be fantastic, a fantastic idea for them to do.
I have a question though. So like,
What's up?
Is AEW Dark like the performance center for AEW?
See, now when they did Dark and Dark Elevation, that was kind of like their own little stomping grounds to have like a to kind of have it was kind of like their version of your kind of developmental stuff, because either you have like independent wrestlers going there all the time and they get squashed. Like 5 minutes later, they get squashed by, like, let's say, Layla Hirsch or somebody like that. Or they get squashed by, like, a Red Velvet. Or they get squashed by, like, hell, I even saw Keith Lee on an AEW Dark episode once.
A Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, they like independent, like, wrestlers were there to pretty much just get squashed. But now, with Ring of Honor actually being purchased, you can put these guys in the Ring of Honor like umbrella, and you can legitimately give them the time to wrestle instead of getting squashed in like 2 to 5 minutes. Like, it's going to be a really big. I think it's honestly going to be a really big thing for wrestlers like an Austin Gunn, like the Gun Club, like the Gun Club. Sorry, Nate. Like there's so many people that I can honestly think of. Like 30 to 40% of that roster could go to Ring of Honor and learn how to like really be. Not saying that they're not stars, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like they're gonna be able to learn more, and it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, like AEW Dark is like a mix of WWE's version of Main Event and also like NXT Level Up type thing.
Yeah,
because you have people that's been on like the regular AEW shows, but like then again you have like some of the roster that hasn't been used. You throw them together in matches, or you have like local talent that's actually from the city themselves, because sometimes they would have like local talent from local independent companies within the state that they're in come out, and have matches against, some of the AEW talent. So that's how it is a little bit.
Now, there's also reports about Tony Khan's current plan for a future Ring of Honor's television deal. Now, obviously, Sinclair Media was involved in the whole television ideal and everything of that nature, but Tony Khan is now trying to figure all that out. Ringside News was told that the talent have been informed that Supercard of Honor will be happening. Now, word going around is that the event is slated to take place on April 1st in Dallas, Texas on WrestleMania weekend. We were also told that Supercard of Honor 15 will not be the final Ring of Honor branded event. Talent have informed us that we're told that as of this writing, television tapings are still on. So that's good. At least that's good. It is likely that Ring of Honor will not have Sinclair's broadcasting base to air the show. It is expected that the new deal will have to be reached elsewhere. We were told that, quote, the TV deal is still being worked on, and it's working out a deal as we speak, not Sinclair. There is, quote, no deal right now, but tapings will be held, and it's believed to be on TNT or any other Turner channel. So it's going to be a part of the TNT branding, and it's going to be where AEW kind of resides. That's either going to be on TBS or TNT or any other Turner channel. Anything can happen with this television deal. And obviously things can fall through, but that's most likely not going to happen as of right now. And it's also possible that new opportunities will open up. Obviously, there is a lot going on with Tony Khan trying to figure all this out. Considering it kind of just happened on Wednesday. I mean, he's got a lot of shit to figure out. But it seems like TK wanted Ring of Honor for more than just the TV library. And that's honestly really good. Like, I'm glad he didn't just purchase it just for the library. Because, yeah, sure, you could have purchased it for that, but you got a ton of talent here in Ring of Honor that deserve to be showcased. So I'm glad they're at least trying to get that TV deal done. It's just going to take some time. It only happened Wednesday, so you gotta give them time.
All right. Ring of Honor only comes on Saturdays, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, that would be a perfect place for me.
Yeah, I was trying to think of besides TNT or TBS, another good network where Ring of Honor could probably get some exposure. I was gonna say one of the local channels, but usually on Saturdays or something college basketball, college football is on, so probably don't want to disrupt, that programming there or something.
I was gonna say like you could put him on something like sci-fi, but then
I was
again,
gonna say sci-fi. I was about to say sci-fi or Spike TV, but
Now-
like TV would be a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out Turner Broadcasting system.
Yeah,
channels.
I was gonna say since WWE has Fox, might as well go over to NBC or something like that.
Okay, now apparently there are a ton of Turner Broadcasting Network channels.
Ring of Honor to PBS.
So we got TBS, Cartoon Network. That's not going to happen. Imagine Ring of Honor on Cartoon Network. That would be insane.
Bro, you're just watching Ben 10 out of nowhere. The next thing you know, Ring of Honor is on. Like, yo.
TNT, obviously. CNN. Boomerang. I'm not sure what that channel is.
Boomerang is like old school Cartoon Network
channel.
Yeah. Okay.
They show like the Flintstones and
I never heard that channel before. Wow.
They got some good old cartoons on there.
Yeah, they do.
True TV, Turner Classic Movies. I don't think it'll show up on there, but we'll see. HBO, obviously. HLN, Adult Swim. We're not discussing that.
What is like? I thought this was wrestling, not fucking cartoon shows. Like we've named half the channels you just named were for cartoons. Like Adult Swim. Okay, don't get me wrong. I could see Ring of Honor being on Adult Swim just because of like the channel name, but like at the same time, it's like who wants to sit there and watch an episode of Family Guy and Robot Chicken, and then you just fucking the Briscoes come out.
Warner TV, CBS, CNN, and Espanol. It's probably just going to be on that channel too, just in Spanish. Who knows? But there are a ton of options here. The one that makes the most sense is honestly HBO. And there's honestly been already talks that HBO Max could be in discussion for the possible streaming service for AEW and Ring of Honor. So that's honestly really good. I already have HBO Max.
So do I. Yep.
It's going to be an honestly really good idea to put it there, but we'll just have to see what happens. Now, guys, I want to talk to you guys about a final point before we get out of here, because I want to kind of make this an hour because my friend's actually on his way. Now, Tony Khan's not going to be running this promotion. I highly doubt it. He's already running AEW for Dynamite, Rampage, and he's already booking the dark shows. From what I'm hearing, Tony Khan is probably going to be hiring a ton of new people to help run Ring of Honor. And there are a ton of names out there already. I highly doubt it's Shane, but the obvious one is Cody Rhodes. The obvious one is Cody. Cody's been wanting creative control. This is obviously a big talking point to get Cody, back into good graces. But Aiden, that's also another name I kind of want to bring up. Yeah. What if William Regal was in talks with Tony Khan and he was like a general manager of some sorts for Ring of Honor? I think that would be fucking perfect.
And I'm kind of thinking like, maybe it could be like a returning type legend to run this show too. Like William Regal, of course, is one of them. But I'm just thinking like, what if Ring of Honor was to change like its persona? Like, what if it became a little bit more extreme than what it was? Like, what if somebody just out of nowhere, like somebody like fucking Raven, just happened to take control over?
I even take Samoa Joe.
I was about to say Samoa Joe too.
I take Joe on like a half and half kind of deal. Have him like be wrestling on AEW TV at times, but also you guys can obviously have him run Ring of Honor. I would not be opposed to that at all.
And I can also see somebody that's like a wrestler for AEW, like somebody who's had plenty of experience around there. Somebody that's like CM Punk. CM Punk
Yeah.
could take over, run that show, and then on AEW he can, obviously have his matches or promos or whatever.
Right. To me though, like, and when I was talking about this with Loff on the actual AEW review, when all this was taking place, Cody Rhodes being that potential, like, being that potential partner with Tony Khan and all of this, it honestly should not be shot down, because there's no freaking way that I just don't like. And apparently ties with Cody and WWE have died down. Apparently, that's what we're
I'm
saying.
hearing
That's
so
what we're
much
seeing.
shit.
It's so much.
That fizzled out, and now I'm hearing that he's like supposedly on the script to appear at
On
Mania.
the papers for Mania, like it's so back and forth. But Cody, considering he has so much experience in Ring of Honor, and pretty much that's kind of where he got like the big name of Cody out there after he left WWE the first time. It honestly should not be shut down, but we just don't know. But at the end of the day, I highly doubt that Tony Khan is going to be like the general manager of Ring of Honor too. He's going to have to hire some people. So we'll see what happens. That there's so much on the line here, but it's so much good stuff that we can be looking forward to.
All I request is that in Ring of Honor, we have the original, or well, I mean, I guess they're all originals, but you can have Punk and Danielson versus the Briscoes.
Yes. Now, we have the current champions here. Now, Jonathan Gresham was backstage at AEW Dynamite during the Bridgeport show. Now, obviously, nothing transpired of that, but and the Briscoes have been backstage countless times. If the Ring of Honor World Champion was backstage a couple of times, like Flip Gordon was even backstage at a couple of AEW Dynamites. Like, there was no reason for them to actually be backstage if all of this was not going to go down. So this is just huge to even think about. Now, Jonathan Gresham is the Ring of Honor World Champion. Deonna Purrazzo is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and she's been killing it. I love Deonna. Red Titus. Yeah.
Okay.
She does like a back and forth type of thing. Ring of Honor World Television Champion is Red Titus. I don't know if you guys know him. But he defeated Dalton Castle, and Dalton Castle's fantastic.
Red Titus.
Red Titus, yeah.
Is that Titus O'Neil, but he's red?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that he just spray paint himself red.
Red Titus, he's awesome. Josh Woods, we've seen him a couple of times on AEW Dark before. He's the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. The Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions is, of course, the Briscoes. That was their 12th championship win for the tag team titles, and that's insane. And they also have trios championships. They have 6-man championships.
What?
Word?
They're just above the game with AEW.
And that's the Righteous. I honestly don't know who the Righteous are, but they defeated. But they won the titles back in December. So maybe that's why we honestly haven't even seen trios titles in AEW, because they're probably going to bring the Ring of Honor trios championships over here.
I was going to say, bring that team and those titles over here. And I mean, that Triangle and House of Black will be happy to take those off of their hands. So
heck, even Red Dragon with Adam Cole. I mean, you got the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Like, there's so much opportunities there. Yeah. And I've been wanting trios championships forever in Ring of Honor and AEW, but But yeah, I mean, this is big, guys. We're going to continue to get out the news to you guys as it all comes out. That's pretty much all we know. We know that a TV deal is kind of in the works. We know that that Tony Khan is working on that extensive library to get it to us as soon as possible. We know how. I don't know why they kind of disclosed to us the actual amount of money that Tony Khan had to use in order to get Ring of Honor, but that was just available to us. So I kind of thought you guys would like to know that. But like, there's just a lot of stuff in the air right now. It only happened on Wednesday, so they got a lot of things to figure out. But at the end of the day, it's a big thing, and it should be treated as such. And I can't wait to see what's in the future. They're just setting it up for Ring of Honor and AEW to have a big future. And to think, AEW is only 3 years old. It's only 3 years old. Like, it's just insane to me that we're only 3 years old in AEW and we're getting this big already. Now, I was listening to other podcasters out there, and people were saying, watch, in like the next few years, watch Tony Khan buy Impact. I was like, listen, we're not even trying that right now, okay? We're not even trying that. We're not even trying that right now. I love Scott D'Amore and what he's doing, so please just continue doing that. But if Tony Khan ever bought Impact Wrestling, I would like he legitimately own like the majority of wrestling in North America.
Years, yeah.
Like,
be like Vince McMahon, you're done. It's
I mean,
over.
he
he
signed.
legitimately be the Vince McMahon of the 90s.
Yeah, he literally signed probably like almost the whole entire 2018 roster of WWE at this point.
He'd legitimately be the Vince McMahon of the 90s in the 2020s. Because we all know how Vince McMahon in the 1990s pretty much taken over almost every single territory, and then obviously buying, pretty much costing WCW their existence. So I don't know, but man, this is huge. He is pretty much owning professional wrestling at that point. At that happens.
WCW's revenge right there. Tony Khan brought WCW back to life by creating AEW, and there it is.
And to whoever was saying like, oh yeah, trust me, in 5 years, and people have said this to me, trust me, 2 years from now, AEW is just going to be, non-existent anymore. You're fucking wrong, because this is obviously setting up for a ton of money in Tony Khan's pockets, and I am very highly interested to see what Tony Khan and AEW do with Ring of Honor. I'm super excited, and I honestly couldn't be more excited for the wrestlers, the talent.
Oh yeah,
because now they get the opportunity to shine as well.
Man, that's crazy. That really is crazy.
For sure. I wanted to see if there was anything else that we could cover here on that's at least on the AEW Ring of Honor front. Well, I mean, this is a former AEW superstar. Cody Rhodes has not signed a new contract with WWE yet, so he's legitimately going back and forth to try to tell us, hey, I don't know if I'm going here, I don't know if I'm going there. He just wants to fuck around with us, and that's just Cody being Cody.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's been multiple times Cody's done that, so
that's just Cody being Cody. And hey, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a treat to see wherever he goes next. WWE releasing Cody Rhodes action figure after his departure, so it looks like he's still even kind of having the license over there for the action figure. I mean, I don't really think that's gonna really entail anything, but
Cody Rhodes action figure.
You know they always have the action figures and everything. But guys,
Yeah, right.
my righteous God here. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand for the AEW and Ring of Honor news. Stay tuned tomorrow for the AEW Dynamite Revolution preview and predictions. Now, that could either be happening at 2, 2:30. It honestly just depends on availability for everybody. But I'll let you guys know when everything can happen. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll probably get content for the independent show that we are going to, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You guys have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man. Y'all just have a good rest of the day, man. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all be safe. Yeah, if you're going somewhere, be safe. It's the first of the month. People are acting crazy out here, especially for me here in Milwaukee. So, just be safe. Y'all have fun and enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Heads. Nah, Cody Rhodes, come back to WWE, please. I need to hear Smoke and Mirror one more time. At some point, I'm still waiting for the WWE versus AEW. I need it to happen at some point. It needs to happen. Cool. It needs to happen. No, but that's all I got. Go buy my merch. Go follow my TikTok. Yeah. So that's really it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you tomorrow for AEW Revolution. Peace. We the ones. We are the